Hi, I'm Vassily, and this is James from CarbonFarm. Agriculture has such a massive potential to go from a net emitter of carbon into a net carbon sink. Of course, this is a very theoretical result, and it implies that millions of farmers throughout the world adopt sustainable practices that reduce their emissions. Rice, in particular, is 12% of the world's methane emissions. This is huge. That has 4 times the climate impact of the aviation industry over the next 10 years. It doesn't have to be that way. Simple changes to growing practices can reduce emissions by half at no cost. So the question becomes, how do we incentivize 140 million rice farmers to adopt those practices at scale?
There's a simple solution. We can use carbon credits. And this happens in a 3-step process. Firstly, we need the farmers who adopt sustainable practices. Secondly, we need to measure, report, and verify the reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. And then finally, we use this information to issue carbon credits so that the farmers can benefit. The problem for rice is that the measuring, reporting, and verification is manual. It relies on the farmers self-reporting their practices. So essentially, those benefiting from the carbon credits are also the ones responsible for being the judge of whether they should get them or not. And this makes it very difficult for buyers to trust the carbon credits that they're getting. At CarbonFarm, we're getting around this problem by using satellites. Over the growing season, we task satellites to take images that are then analyzed by our artificial intelligence, which tells us for each plot which parts are flooded in blue or dry in yellow. And that allows us to identify fields like these that have successfully dried out their field throughout the season, reducing their methane emissions and allowing them to access carbon credits.
So this technology allows us to unlock carbon market access for agribusinesses. So when farmers adopt sustainable practices, we're able to verify the change from space, to quantify the reduction in emissions, and to handle the certification process with Verra, our gold standard, and finally broker the credits on voluntary markets, allowing farmers to benefit from additional revenues when they adopt those practices. We work in 5 countries and across different use cases for Scope 3 quantification, insetting, offsetting, and also serving as an MRV provider for the first Article 6.2 project implemented by UNDP.
With Vassily, we recently raised our seed rounds. And as you can see, we've made great progress in hiring a team of expert scientists and carbon market specialists. But if we're here today, it's because between us, we can't just make rice sustainable. We need the help of the right partners. We're looking for people that are interested in buying carbon credits, perhaps for the Singapore carbon tax. We're looking for project developers, for those working in the rice value chain, or those working for governments or international organizations that would like to bring change at scale. With Vassily, we'll be here afterwards, so if you're interested in talking about rice or in making a difference, please come and speak with us.